say that he was likely to be the most active, Brian, and he's got involved.
Well, it was Oscar Onley went first and Ben O'Connor, but I did say, you know, they're going to attack each other, and that's what they did. I think we're going to see it again. It was actually Oscar Onley just stealthily just rode off the front here, and Ben O'Connor was there thinking, well, I'm going to join him. I don't think Gregoire is going to allow him that to happen, so we're just kind of going back a couple of minutes here to see Oscar Onley just ride off the front, Ben O'Connor going, and there's reaction here from Gregoire. He'll try and bring them back, but it just goes to show you that when they're not riding with each other, you know, the attacks have started as we thought, and that's helping Almeida win the stage.
It is, but I don't think Almeida is the man that Gregoire fears. It would have, of course, been Vauquelin, who wears the young rider's jersey, starting the day very well placed, only 25 seconds down. But the man who could gain the most, to my mind, was Ben O'Connor, and he's one of those that's kicked on. Alaphilippe, was he tightening up his shoes, or maybe he's just loosening them off, thinking, well, it's not going to be today. Felix Gal drifts over to one side of the roads. Paolo Castillo is the man who's on the chase. Vauquelin in the white jersey has a look at Romain Gregoire. They haven't neutralised, they're kind of neutralising themselves by attacking each other. Nobody wants company, that's the point. And then, of course, you run out of resources, even after a difficult day. It's been a long one as well, 193 kilometres by the time we get to the line, so 189 already completed. And here we are, that's the reactive sprint that we talked about, 6, 4 and 2. But Almeida is going to have this with 3.2 kilometres to go. Vauquelin goes straight on his back wheel, like a tow rope almost. Of course, it's Romain Gregoire, the leader, in the yellow jersey. And everyone else could count this as an opportunity missed. Still they go on. Vauquelin believes in this. He will also fear that Ben O'Connor could get a margin on him, maybe start nudging into second place overall. Well, let's see. There's a lot of riders who've lost a lot of time today. At 52 seconds is the yellow jersey group you're looking at. Just a handful of seconds, but enough to make a difference for those who've just kicked off up the road. And O'Connor is there, and so is Onley. They're not going to get back at Almeida. Felix Gal thinking of having a dig out of this group at the moment. He's having a look around him. Julien Alaphilippe, I think, got a little bit animated, unless my eyes deceive me. It's a long way down there, from this view anyway. Let's see who comes around the corner first. This is Almeida on a little cobbled section. Just avoid the storm drains if you possibly can. Into the shadows and back out into the light on occasion. 3 kilometres to go. And this is where it will start to pick up, and he will head for the line. He's got to believe now, Brian.
Oh, I think he already believes the way that they're riding behind, and he'll know that. The team car will be communicating that with him. You know, the attacks have started, and it was no surprise to see that happen. And you know, Vauquelin, he made a move there because you know, he is worried about, you know, Ben O'Connor getting too much time. We are going to see a little bit of movement in the general classification. Alaphilippe, well, he'll be moving up into to third place in the general classification at the back, so you have to say, you know, good ride by him. That's the rider in the black. But yeah, it's just a case of they had that opportunity to go for the stage. That opportunity's been taken away from them because they were kind of looking at each other. But there could be seconds, one here and there, and if it stays like this and towards the finish now with Ben O'Connor and Oscar Onley staying away, then you have to kind of factor in the time bonus as well. So it looks as if Ben O'Connor could be kind of moving up in the general classification as well, for sure.
Definitely, he'll be nudging towards the podium, which is exactly what he wants. Started the day not in a bad position, 1 minute and 18 down. Certainly not as bad as Charles Almeida, who looks like he's going to take the stage win. He also finds 30 seconds in the round. The outside goes Vauquelin. This time Romain Gregoire shakes his head and said, look, I'm just going to mark you out. Ooh, that was Gal going onto the pavement there. Nearly ran out of pavement and got himself into a barrier. Take care. 1900 metres with a bit of a drag, as you can see, a bit of a roller coaster, but nonetheless a series of drags up to the line. Nice little kicker will come at the very end. I'm wondering what might have been. There's a lot of what-ifery going on about, well, what if you'd have done some work? Don't blame me entirely. Gregoire here, they've all tagged each other. Bonus seconds have disappeared, to be honest. Ben O'Connor, Oscar Onley. still holding a margin, and that'll be bonus seconds for them. So there's nothing for Vauquelin or indeed Gregoire to do against each other. Onley out the saddle, Ben O'Connor just staying with him at the moment. 1,500 metres to go though before João Almeida rides like he should have at the beginning. And it's still shenanigans back here. Vauquelin wants to shake out Gregoire. This might be the one to make it stick. He's got to go as deep as he possibly can. Gregoire's got the foil here with Felix Gall's wheel. Tags onto the back of that, so gets dragged over as well, does he? Yes, he does. And Vauquelin neutralised once again. The man in no man's land there was Paulo Castrillo, who was seated at a minute and 18 overall. So some very good riders within this group who are well placed so far. At the moment, João Almeida, he had to make up for what was a disastrous opening day when he saw potentially the race go away from him. He knew that he had to do something today and find time. He's got a bigger chance to find more time tomorrow. He's a quality rider, Brian. If he can find a little bit more tomorrow, he's going to put a lot in the bank ahead of the time trial on Sunday, where he will thrive.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was surprised that he was a favourite from the start of the day. It was how much, if any, time he was going to take back in the general classification. I know we interviewed a few and they said no way he's going to take back 3.5 minutes. Well, he hasn't got that time, but I think for Vauquelin and Gregoire, they have to have a chat with each other and say, look, it's in our best interest, just the two of us to kind of ride in and limit the time being taken back by Ben O'Connor and Almeida. But inside the last kilometre, Almeida's got this one, and it looks as if Onley and Ben O'Connor will be taking the bonuses away from anybody else.
João Almeida is sprinting for the line right now because every second counts and he knows it. He's gone into time trial mode right now. Checks over his shoulder, there's nothing to be seen. All we can see as well is over 4 hours in the saddle in punishing temperatures. Very, very warm today. And he's going to sprint for the line because he wants the margin. When will he sit up? He finally allows himself to appreciate the crowd's cheers. And now the clock starts to roll. Don't forget, you've got 10 bonus seconds here as well. 6 and 4 will go to either Ben O'Connor or Oscar Onley, depending on who crosses the line first here. Ben O'Connor doing a great job, but this is possibly going to be Oscar Onley that maybe will just pop around to gain the extra seconds. Let's wait and see. So it's between the pair of them, but Ben O'Connor has done a fantastic job here as well. You won't fear Almeida's gap, I don't think. Ben O'Connor himself going to finish with 4 bonus seconds here, so 6 going to Oscar Onley, who crosses the line in second place. Good ride by him. Ben O'Connor still powering it over the line as well, crosses the line now at a margin of 42-43 seconds. And here's Romain Gregoire, along with Felix Gall, and of course Vauquelin, the man who tried to drop Gregoire on occasion. No bonus seconds up for grabs. This is about honour only. They essentially come across the line with the same time, but a lot of very tired legs, and I suspect minds as well. But I'm minded to say chapeau to João Almeida. That was quality. I'm wondering what might have been and what might still be in this race.
27 minutes they were up at the top of the Splugen Pass on the fastest time schedule. Such a fast stage today. Good winner. What might have been, well, the scenario could have changed a little bit, but I have to say that this is the ride of the day.